Hello and welcome to Two Trees Gaming. I'm Jacob and we've got a really special video for you today. I'm going to be playing against the absolute best Jacob of the Middle-earth strategy battle game scene. It's Jacob from Conquest Creations. He's going to be bringing the Champions of Erebor and I'm going to be bringing the Army of Gundabad, and we'll be fighting on Harland outside the fields of Pelennor. Conquest Creations is absolutely the best place to go and watch Middle-earth strategy battle game battle reports, so when you're done here, go head over to their channel as soon as possible. I was on it recently, taking my Wolves of Isengard against Jacob's Breaking of the Fellowship on an Ammon Hen board we built a little while ago, but today we're going to be playing on the Harland board that I built about a month or so ago, and if you've seen that video, you'll know why it's a little rough around the edges. But that isn't the only problem. I've edited the entire video and then gone to add the armies on at the start and then realised we're actually playing at different points values. It's a major mess up. We were obviously filming all day, I was building a board, Jacob's got jet lag, we didn't really check it properly, but he's going to be playing with 565 points and I'm going to be playing with 650 points. So if you ever need an excuse to root for the underdog anyway, you've got one. So let's see if 565 points of the Champions of Erebor can take on 650 points of the Army of Gundabad. And if nothing else, it's just two people really enjoying the Middle-earth strategy battle game. So hopefully there's some fun to be had. I sincerely apologise, but enjoy. All the way from Australia, we've got the best Jacob of YouTube.
Yeah, that's what we're going to find out, I think.
It's Jacob of Conquest Creations, who needs no more introduction, but it's an incredible channel with all the best battle reports. Go and check it out. And this boat is a Conquest Creations boat. They do STLs, all that kind of stuff. And if he loses, I get to be Jacob, and he has to be Jacob as well.
Yeah. So whoever loses changes their name.
Yeah, that's it. It's low stakes. So it's 650 points, and I've bought the Army of Gundabad. Azog is my general. He'll be wounding all enemy heroes, so all of Jacob's models, on a 3+. He's got 3 attacks, 3 wounds, and with his heavy armor, he's defense 7. I've also got the stone flail. If I use it, his fight value drops from 7 to 6, but he gains the mighty blow special rule, which means he would inflict 2 wounds for every 1 caused. And it's two-handed, so he'll be able to make the most of being burly. And any model hit by it, but that isn't killed, will be knocked prone. I have a Gundabad troll who is fight value 7, strength 7, defense 8 and 4 wounds. He's armed with scythe gauntlets and so has 4 attacks and will re-roll 1s against Jacob's army as they're all dwarves. I've got 4 Gundabad berserkers who have 2 attacks each, high courage and a 6+ save. They're supported by 15 Gundabad warriors and 2 warbats. The warbats can fly 12 inches over the tops of models, and if they charge, a model that they pass over must roll a dice. On a 4+, it's knocked prone. They also receive +1 to wound on the charge. I've got 24 models total with a lot of cool tricks and a brilliant army bonus. Each turn I activate a special banner from Azog's signal tower somewhere off the battlefield. I can't activate the same banner twice in a row, but I can choose one of 3 and they're all excellent. The first lets my heroes declare a free heroic march for the turn. The second grants my whole army the effects of a banner, and the third grants my whole army a 6+ save, or a 5+ save for the berserkers. It's an army I've been desperate to try out this edition and I'm very excited to use it. But let's see what it's up against. So all the way from Australia, Jacob has bought the Champions of Erebor. This is a 650 point game, so he's had to pick and choose which champions to include, but the general is an easy decision. He's gone with Thorin, King Under the Mountain. He's fight value 7, that's the same as Azog and the Troll. He's 3 attacks, 3 wounds and defense 8 with access to Heroic Strike, Heroic Challenge, Heroic March and Heroic Strength. He gets +1 to wound against Gundabad models, so my whole army. He's a banner to Jacob's whole army, and when he charges into combat he can declare a free heroic combat. He also has Orcris, which is an elven hand-and-a-half weapon that causes D3 wounds to my orcs and makes Thorin cause terror to them. Gloin is another hard hitter with 3 attacks base and 4 if he's outnumbered. He's fight value 6, so 1 lower than Azog and the Troll, but he has 3 might and heroic strike. Dory is a good offensive model too. He's armed with a two-handed weapon and only has 2 attacks, but he goes up to 3 when he's within 3 inches of Nori or Ori, who are both in this list. He doesn't have heroic strike though, so he's better suited for battling against troops. Nori has 3 attacks and a whopping defense of 9, higher than the already high 8 that most of the rest of Jacob's force has. He's also got 3 attacks and he can strike. Ori is there to help out everyone else. Within 6 inches of him, the rest of Jacob's army doesn't receive -1 to duel rolls for using their two-handed weapons. And if Jacob has a model within 6 inches and line of sight of Ori, and that model slays a hero or monster, they'll regain a point of might. Oin is another support hero. If he moves into base contact with one of the other dwarves, he can roll a dice. On a 4+, they recover a wound. He also has 5 will points and he can spend them to allow friendly dwarves to re-roll their duel dice. He can also use his hearing trumpet, which works like a 5+ master of battle, but if he rolls a 1 when using it, he loses a will point, or if he has no will remaining, he can't move. The final model is the one that Jacob is most excited to use, and that has me a bit worried. It's Bofa. He's not that good in combat, but he's just as much of a tank as the rest of the champions, and he also has a very strange and unique special rule.
But I think the biggest one in this game is going to be Bofa. So he has the steadfast rule, which means every time one of my models within 3 inches is affected by one of your special rules, on a 3-up, I ignore it. So that's Stone Flail, that's I Am the Master.
You know what, it's not. It's not a hurl.
It's not a hurl, that's true.
Is that once per turn or is that any time?
Every time.
The scenario we'll be playing is Lords of Battle. Before we find out what that's all about, just a quick shout out to the Baron of Dice. They've made both my 2 Trees dice and Jacob's Conquest dice, and I couldn't recommend them any higher. They've got plenty of Middle-earth adjacent stuff. Go check them out on the Baron of Dice. In Lords of Battle, players are trying to outkill one another. Each player deploys anywhere in their half of the board. Keep track of the number of wounds that your army inflicts on the opponent's army. Fate points and models fleeing do count towards this total, as the slain mounts, but mounts that flee do not. You score 4 victory points if you've inflicted more wounds than your opponent, 8 if you've inflicted twice as many, and 12 if you've inflicted 3 times as many wounds as your opponent. You score 1 victory point for wounding the enemy leader, or 3 for killing them. 1 victory point for breaking the opponent, or 3 if you break them and are not broken yourself, and 1 victory point for each enemy hero that's been removed as a casualty, to a maximum of 2. When one army is broken, roll a dice at the end of each turn. On a 1 or a 2, the game ends. If not, play continues and roll again at the end of the next turn. There is a special rule for this scenario. Each time your force kills an enemy hero in a fight, one of your heroes in the same fight regains a point of might.
The plan probably from the outset would have been to fly over with the bats and start knocking things prone and that kind of thing.
Yep.
But both is already causing problems.
Yep.
We've not deployed.
I'm going to chuck Nori right here. Bang, there we go. First model down.
So I'm going to stay out of 5 inches. I'm aware that they've got heroic march, but if it's going to use a point of might, it's going to use a point of might, and I'm not sad about that. So I'm going to go here and then give myself some tactical options.
I'm going to go with Dory, my next warband right there, so then it's the rest of your army.
Being only 2 warbands, I deploy the rest of my army, and I've got the mobility on the dwarves, so I drop my troll front and centre, hoping he can use up some of their resources. And knowing that I won't win in a straight fight, I give myself the option of flanking around this building. Jacob makes sure the majority of his models are out of 6 inches of mine, although my berserkers would be able to charge if they want to, as they can move 8 inches. And I use the banner to give my heroes the option of a free heroic march. I call one with my captain, but not with Azog, as I'd like Azog to be able to charge if Jacob's feeling reckless.
He's not within Azog?
Not getting Azog, no.
Cool.
Intentionally or not?
Yeah, intentionally. yeah. But you can still just move him last. So you can still charge with the guys and then he goes.
Correct.
So it doesn't change my plan at all. I'm going to go with my move. And I'm actually going to just pull back into this choke point, hopefully entice you forwards.
Falling back is a good option, but it also means my flanking force will be a turn closer to the action. So I send some warriors and a bat around the back and reposition my hard-hitting models on the front. I'm hoping to make a dwarf sandwich here. The scenario is probably slightly against me with one massive exception that we'll come to later, but the board being 90% finished and so lacking scatter terrain like market stalls means the champions don't have many choke points to make the most of. That should play massively in my favour. They do have the only shooting in the game though.
So I've got 3 throwing weapons, all at these 2 berserkers. I'll go Nori, that's a hit and nothing. I'll go Bofa, that's nothing, and I'll go Ori, that's nothing. Right.
Beautiful.
Wow, good shooting phase.
Beautiful.
Jacob wins the priority roll for turn 2 and he has a big decision to make. Falling back one more turn could let him hunker down between 2 houses, although he's in a decent position now, and whilst charging forward means he'll only be fighting one half of my force at a time, it could leave him exposed to traps.
Do I run forwards, which is a good option, or do I not run forwards? Also a really good option. I don't want it, but I also don't want you to have it. So I am going to give it to you.
Okay. You just pass the decisions on this.
Exactly, yeah, I can decide, so it's up to you.
Okay.
I continue my flanking operation, but without the march. My warriors are still quite a few turns away. Thorin is the same fight value as my troll and has heroic strike. His free heroic combat is only triggered on a turn that he charges, so I tag him with 1 high courage berserker who passes the terror test from Orcrist. Another does the same, which should leave room for Azog and the troll.
Azog can get into Nori here.
Yep.
And he's going to go as far that way as he can, which hopefully leaves a gap for the troll.
I'll show you.
If it doesn't, we got an issue. Is it Thorin? Is it anybody?
Hang on, keep going, keep going.
I can't see, so you tell me. Am I touching anybody?
From this angle, I reckon it's a
got it.
half millimeter in Dory.
Plan to perfection. There we go. People didn't come to see Thorin have interesting combats, they came to see Doran fight a troll.
Exactly, yeah.
Are we not going to mention the fact that we've got a pretty good 5 armies aboard on the channel, but it's up in Edinburgh, so we're playing the docks at Pelennor.
Yeah. That's basically what happened in the story. You know, this is a Ravenhill River.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what Raven looks like when it's not snowing.
Yeah, exactly.
My bats don't have anywhere to land and so hold off on plucking for a turn. If Azog or the troll were to drop, this could turn into a meat grinder, but I'm happy to have my big targets engaged and not be giving away easy wounds. With Thorin, Nori, Dory and Gloin being the only models of Jacob's engaged, I'm sure he's thinking the same thing. Then something entirely unexpected happens. Thorin has Orcrist with Orcbane, and Azog is a huge problem for Jacob, so there's only one thing for it.
I've never done it before, but today is the day. Heroic challenge, Thorin into Azog. Are you a chicken or do you accept?
Of course I accept the challenge.
Alright.
we are going to start with the troll.
Yep. Alright.
5 will do me. 6.
That's bad. Alright.
There's nothing you can do about
Nothing I
that.
can do about that.
And you're not trapped, and I'm not going to hurl, I'm going to rend, and your strength value is 4, so I need 3s.
3s to wound me.
Oh no.
There's 3 wounds, but this is okay because I have the family share ability, so I can
Yes.
steal the fate from other people. First thing I'm going to do is take a wound. I've taken 1 wound, so there's 2 left, so I have to pass 2 fate. So this is Dory. He's passed the first one, so I'll cross that off. I need to pass 1 more here, so here's Dory's other fate. Fantastic.
Oh, lovely.
So he's alive, 1 wound, no fate.
Gloin on the end here.
Cool, so Gloin's fighting 2, that means he goes up to 4 attacks.
Yep.
There's a 4 at the moment.
6.
I will banner this one for Thorin. It's still a 4, and that's okay with me. I'll just lose that and push back.
Ooh, you're taking it.
Yeah.
Straight 6s will do me, because I've not got turned or anything like that. No wounds.
Beautiful.
Oh, Ancient Enemy's Dwarf.
Yeah, reroll 1s.
Here we go.
Oh!
Lovely.
Well, okay, I'm going to start by taking a wound. I've got 3 fate on him, so here's the first one. Here's the second one.
Oh
Here's the third one. It's not all over yet. I've got Oin, but the problem is, I'm just going to go with Oin.
Oh,
And I'm going to spend a point of might from Oin. That was atrocious.
we like that. There's a lot of people a lot of armies have got 8 reroll 1s. What's the point?
That's the point. Yeah.
Okay, so we got Thorin also on 2 more.
Yep.
Oh, Thorin.
This is a good start.
So I think he's got to catch a flight back to Australia. He's trying to make it quick.
we're in a hurry, yeah. I do have a banner. Thorin counts as a banner. Well,
You can't catch a break.
that's alright. I didn't want to win that fight anyway, so I'm going to push back.
Same deal. Aiming for ones and then reroll into sixes.
Wait, last time you didn't spend the 2 points on mine.
Nah.
You happy?
You're going to roll 4 fours. Ah, I'm gonna
Reroll
Oh,
one.
no, that's the one that's going to do it.
Okay. And then we've got Azog. So Azog's going to be the gold dice.
Yeah.
I will use the. You're 5 value 5, aren't you?
I'm 5 value 5.
So I will use the flail, which drops me to 5 value 6, and then does all kinds of stuff. 6 on the spearman.
Well, that's going to go to you. So now I'm going to be affected by your special rule, which is the stone flail, and I am master. So there's 2 special rules I'm going to be affected by. I'm going to roll for them separately. So this is the stone flail from both the steadfast. Do I negate the stone flail?
Beautiful.
I don't. The other one, I am master. This is the one where you win on 3s. Do I negate this?
Do they have a symbol on them?
Well, that really sucked.
Nori loses the fight to Azog and successfully wounds. I use the flail, so I have Mighty Blow and will inflict 2 wounds for each one that gets past his fate. I contemplate using a point of might to make another successful wounding roll.
Well, so just before you do that, I do have access to 6 fate right now. Because I've got my 2 brothers with me.
That's a good point. I can drain 6 fate. I'm going to spend a point.
So, scratching a point of mine off Azog. Now, everything's gone poorly for me so far. So surely it can't continue to go poorly. So, here's Nori's first one.
Oh no!
Nori's second one.
Oh, it's tempting.
Stuff it, that's a point of mine. Okay. And then he's going to steal... Oh, Dory's already spent his 2 fate. So, Ori has 2 fate. First one. Oh.
Never seen dice rolling like it.
There we go. All right, fantastic. Where am
So you've
I?
stopped the 2 Azog ones.
I've just realised
and
if you look,
you've taken 1 from the spearman.
if you look from Australia, they're all 6s.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was confused. I thought that's what we were doing. Okay, well that was probably the single worst turn I've ever played with my Champions of Erebor in 10 plus games with them. Just to put this in perspective, I started with 13 fate. I'm down to 3.
Yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. This is it.
The good thing is it's only up from here.
It cannot get worse for you.
It's a disaster for poor Jacob as I roll a 2 for priority and he rolls a 1. I use my army bonus to take a 6+ save into the next turn, and Jacob declares a heroic move with Dory as he's closest to death. Azog's Master of Battle fails, and as he and Thorin will likely be charging each other anyway due to the heroic challenge, I decline to call a heroic move of my own. Dory is very limited for options and sacrifices himself to hopefully let others gain back some ground. He charges one-on-one with the troll. Gloin charges a berserker, Thorin does indeed charge at Azog, and Nori charges into a berserker of his own before it's Oin's turn to move.
And then I'm going to go with Oin. Now, Oin is my healer, and he would like to heal everybody. But he is going to run in here and touch his brother Gloin. And on a 4-up, I heal Gloin. Beautiful! Yes. So Gloin is back to 2 wounds. And then he's going to finish by just kind of going back over there. There's these bats behind me, and they're going to be annoying, but there's not a lot I can do about that. So that is the wonderful turn of the Champions of Erebor done.
I race around the corner with my flanking force and form up for a charge for the next turn, whilst my bats charge over the top of Gloin in the hope of knocking him prone. Both as Standfast rule cancels one, but the other goes through and Gloin is prone against the berserker. I add a few spears where I can, and then it's on to declaring heroic actions. Thorin and Azog are both fight value 7. Jacob's clever and he doesn't call heroic strike with Thorin, knowing that he has the elven blade and I have Master of Battle. I take the bait and I call a strike and then he matches.
And I will strike.
Alright, that means I'll strike as well. So we're both down to 1 might. Do I want to call anything else? Everyone else really sucks, so no.
I save Azog and Thorin until last for the drama of it all, and I pick Ori first, who's good at buffing the others. But he swings out and he wounds a bat, giving Jacob his first point toward the scenario kill count. Oin wins his fight against the bat too, but he fails to wound. Gloin wins his fight and can only stand up, and then Nori fights.
There's 6s, fight 5 in there. Let's get another kill. Reroll ones to wound. Reroll ones to wound. It's okay. Even better.
I think now is every now and again I have to put the 2 true dice. Now's a really good time. How can people get hold of those dice?
If you go to Better Dice, don't buy these ones. They shit. Buy those ones.
These are the 2 combats that really matter, and we're going to start with the troll.
Cool. So I've got Dory there. He's 3 attacks.
You set me a target.
There it is.
Oh, there we are. 6. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and knock Thorin over, and I'm going to lob him into Thorin with an intelligence check on the troll. We're all going to pretend we know what intelligence the troll is when I roll this dice.
Yeah, maybe.
That sounds about right.
I think that's got it. Is that it? Has he got him? So we've got a strength 2, strength 6 on Dory.
Yep.
That's a wound.
Well.
And then we got a
Strength 6 on Thorin.
strength 6 on Thorin, needing 5s. Well, the crucial thing is Thorin's down on the ground.
Yeah, this is maybe the worst game I've ever played. Alright, so it's Thorin. 3 attacks plus 1 for the challenge though.
Sure, strike first.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's go. You've got the 5 value.
so I am fighting.
So I'll set you a target.
Yep.
Of 6.
You do actually have 1 more dice in it because we're in a heroic challenge.
Oh, of course you do.
So you get an extra attack with Azog, which means I get an extra attack.
Oh,
The good thing is we have a built-in banner reroll.
here we go.
That's not over yet because I'm going to spend a point of will with Oin to give me another reroll. Fuck these guys.
No, anything like it. There we go. He's got a 6.
Thank God. So I just said
So you just stood up. There was a lot of cheering for just standing up.
yeah.
This is a hard fight for these dwarves. Jacob does at least win priority next turn, so he'll be picking the order of combats, and I likely won't be able to get away with any cheeky hurls again.
Jacob's won priority. I've called a heroic move with my captain at the back here. Oin gets to counter the master of battle, but he rolled a 1, which then his hearing piece has fallen out.
Yeah.
So you have to spend a point
I
of
have to
will.
spend a point of will, otherwise he can't move for the turn.
So then Ori has then spent a point of might to call the heroic move, and we've got a roll off, and it's your roll off.
So, when everything's going wrong, all you can do is hope.
Ori has to move first and throws an axe at the wounded bat, but he can't kill it.
That's a hit.
Is this bat 1 as well?
This is bat 1. I'd really like to kill it. I didn't kill it.
And then Thorin does something truly crazy.
You know what? Thorin is going to charge Azog and the troll.
Azog and the troll.
So the logic here is I think I'm dead anyway, if you win the fight. So this way I'm tying up the troll as well.
Yeah.
So I kind of... This may be a good idea, we'll find out.
Oin, Gloin and Nori charge in and do their best to hold the pass. They need their king to stand his ground against my 2 big bads. And then it's my move. I have to move my captain first and I leave him where he started. And then I begin to flank around into Ori on Jacob's backline.
Now the scary thing for you here is because you have such a big lead, if you blow it, how embarrassing.
The problem is these are just lots of points for you waiting to be scored. I am very aware of that.
Well, given that I've only got 1, having a few more would be nice.
And with all of Jacob's throwing weapons engaged, it's straight on to declaring heroics. And of course Thorin is facing off against Azog and the troll, but it's me to call first. And I try for a free strike with the Master of Battle.
I'm not going to strike because I think even with the Elven Blade against Azog and the troll is too high risk for Thorin to take to a roll. I think you're going to do it and then I'm going to Master of Battle.
Alright.
That's the play. What? Do you have any heroics?
No.
Oh!
None.
You called my bluff.
Yep.
Wait, you said it really out loud.
You're just hand-holding me now. Let's start with Ori fighting this bat. I charged you. You've got 1 wound, so I could kill you here.
3.
I'm
I've got my
currently
built-in
winning.
banner.
Yep. I'm fight 3.
I'm fight 3.
I'll do my banner. Alright, well, it's a roll-off.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6 goes to the good side, goes to the good
got
side. I'm going to get my first kill. Are you ready? Got
Okay.
it. Well, we've both lost 1 model. Okay, let's go into Gloin next. He's fighting these 2 berserkers, and you've got 2 spear
Yep.
supports there.
Berserker's a gold if it matters. 6.
Banner?
Oh,
Alright, he has
2 wounds.
Gonna have problems.
You're not gonna roll 2 6s. You'd never roll 2 6s. I'm just gonna push back.
Okay, here we go.
You better not do it.
2 6s coming up. That's 1, and here we go. 2 ones.
no,
and we're doing it again. Oh.
If that looked like a risky play, it was, but Oin can heal that wound next turn, and that might be 2 valuable points of might saved. Nori then kills 2 berserkers thanks to his re-rolling 1s, despite my 5+ save. And next I win against Oin, but I roll lots of 1s, and then Bofur makes a kill.
Okay.
Don't fuck this up.
Next up, it's Azog and the Gundabad Troll versus Thorin.
This is a big combat, and I wish I'd struck. So,
This is the one that, this is the most important one by
Yeah.
far. So I'm 4 attacks on Thorin with an Elven Blade. You've got like a million dice, so
Yes.
I really just want to roll a 6.
you want to go first or second?
I'll roll first.
Okay.
But I've got 2 rerolls in these. So 5, and I've got a point of might.
Okay, so we can drain a might. I've got 4 on gold with the troll.
Alright.
Okay, I've got 4 on silver with Azog. 6.
There's a 6, so I'll do my first reroll for my banner effect. That does nothing. I'm gonna spend a will point on Oin to reroll another one.
It's clutching. It's
That
clutching.
does nothing. I'm gonna spend my last point of might on Thorin to turn that into a 6.
So I just need to survive this, and then I'll have the heroic strike.
But the key thing is, when I kill Azog, I'm gonna get my might back.
So for heroic challenge, Thorin gets +1 to wound against Azog, and he gets an extra attack. If he kills me, he'll get his might back, and he's got Orcist, which has got Orcbane, so every wound is D3.
Yep.
And I've only got 1 fate. So actually, you only need to cause really 2 wounds, maybe.
Yeah. And on top of that, I think a Time of Heroes is part of the scenario. So if you kill a hero, you get a point of might back. It's a heroic challenge, so I get a point of might back. And I have Ori with the Chronicler ability, which means if I kill a hero, I get another point of might back. So if I kill you, I get 3 might back.
I will just say, you've only yet tied the fight.
It's all, yeah.
Yes.
So you still got the roll off.
the roll
I know
off.
it's an Elvish Blade, but you've not.
So the roll off went from super important to absolutely critical. And it's your roll off.
I'd rather not.
Because your dice have not, they're going to roll
So,
1s and 2s.
Elvish Blade.
Alright, so I want a 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
And it was from the Elven Blade.
3 as well.
Thorin is strength 4 and so would need 6s, but he receives an extra wounding dice due to the heroic challenge. He'll also get +1 to wound from that, needing 5s. He'll add another +1 to wound because of Hatred Gundabad. And any successful wound after fate will inflict D3 wounds. He'll also get to reroll 1s thanks to his army bonus. If he inflicts 3 wounds after fate, Azog will be dead, and Thorin will get 3 points of might back.
Force wound, army bonus, reroll 1s. Force, reroll 1s.
Hang on 1 second. So it's 2.
I don't have any might, so that is 2 wounds on you. You have 1 fate,
And then it's D3 wounds.
Yep.
So I have to pass the fate, and then he has to not roll a 5 or 6 for the D3 wounds. Simple.
fate point.
Big fate point.
Okay.
So, D3 wounds,
You get 3 might back if you roll a 5 or a 6.
and you lose.
And Azog's dead.
Nobody's ever said that before.
Come on, Conquest dice.
Oh, just one on Azog.
That was epic. What a duel. I definitely got very, very lucky there. I win priority for the next turn, and Jacob still has plenty of might to burn, so he calls a heroic move with Bofur. Azog's Master of Battle fails, and so I use my captain's last point of might to counter, but I lose the roll-off. And I now only have 1 point of might left in my army, and it's on Azog. Knowing this, and that I'll have the higher fight value than Thorin due to heroic strike, and Thorin being out of might, Jacob tries to find a way to block Thorin's path to Azog to prevent him having to charge due to the heroic challenge.
If he goes there, then the problem is Thorin goes there, and he's blocked out there, so that doesn't work. So I think Azog is going to kill Thorin, which is really sad. But I'm just going to go with Thorin into the troll and into Azog, because I think I just need to maximize my damage elsewhere.
The rest of his dwarves charge out, and his line is starting to look a little bit thin. 1 dwarf lost could be disastrous. I close in around them and call a heroic strike with Azog, knowing I'll get a might back for the challenge and a might back for the scenario if I can kill Thorin.
That's my very thin line of very, very in trouble dwarves.
Oin tries to master a battle to strike and rolls a 1 or a 6 from Australia, as Louis so eloquently put it, and that costs him another will point. And then I'm just not messing around now. Thorin's a banner to these dwarves, I need him gone. And this time, I do have the higher fight value.
I'll do Azog first. This is all Azog. Well, in fact, you go first. You got the low fight. Okay.
It's good. It's good. You still need a 6 because I've got 2 rerolls.
Spearman. Okay, then Azog. Oh, and then
troll.
Come on. 6.
No! Oh.
Bofa has ventured out a touch too far, and so Azog's I am master rule can't be cancelled, meaning I'll wound on 3s.
I am not within 3 inches of Bofa.
Oh no.
So you're wounding me on 3s.
Oh no, it's all gone wrong.
It's all gone wrong.
Troll's on gold, Azog's on silver. Azog using 3s. Okay, ancient enemies.
Yep, it exchanges a little bit. So
1, 2, 3, troll.
So
Thorin dies, and that is a disaster for Jacob. He needs his other champions to start swinging out now, or he'll be in big trouble. Azog has got 2 huge points of might back as well. Oin does wound a bat, and Ori wins combat, but he can't kill. Bofa, though, does kill 2, including a berserker, and finally Gloin overkills a berserker and a warrior, so even with past feel no pain saves, I can't survive. And then it's on to Nori against a captain and 2 warriors.
It's almost like the crosser killed Thorin, you know?
So Nori's the same fight value as a Gundabad captain, and I've got 4 dice in the combat. Nori is defense 9 though.
5?
Captain's gold. 6s, 3 6s.
I do still have 2 wounds and 1 of might. You're not going to wound me, I don't think. So
That again will do me. Is it 6 by 4?
6 by 4.
6 by 4,
Yep.
there we go. 3 rerolls.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh.
that's 2. Now 4s. Come on. Oh,
yes.
wound. Got a wound though.
Oh.
This is bad for Jacob. He's closing the gap for sure, but with Thorin dead, surely he can't hold out too much longer. To have any chance of victory, at some point, he'll have to kill Azog. I win priority, and Bofa calls a heroic move. Azog successfully uses Master of Battle, but the champions win the roll-off. The dwarves valiantly fall back into the Thorin-sized hole that has been left, with Gloin the Chosen One to charge at Azog and the Troll. I know it seems risky, but it's still a solid tactic. Losing to the Troll or Azog would see Gloin dead either way, so he may as well tie up both. He just has to get lucky with the heroic strike, and then roll a 6 for the dual roll.
Gloin is the one taking the hit now then.
Yeah, so no one should be trapped this turn for me. And Gloin, I figure Gloin's going to be striking anyway, so if he's going to need a 6 to win. So he may as well fight the Troll and Azog, otherwise they'll fight separate people and they'll kill separate people. And look, Gloin's good, he's going to have 4 attacks with +1 to wound, so he can actually put some damage on. I just need to do 2 wounds to Azog to kill him. So, it's
It's actually, yeah.
yeah.
I think it's the right call. But I'm not saying it looks likely.
Well, desperate times.
Any heroics from me first, and I've got Azog with a high fight against Gloin, so at the moment I'm not going to.
So I will strike with Gloin, I know that's going to give you a Master Battle chance.
So yeah, I'll go for the free one first, which I didn't do, and now I will use one of the 2 might that I recouped last time, and I will strike as well with Azog.
Nice.
We'll save the big combat for last again, and first up it's Oin, winning his combat, but not inflicting a wound. And then Bofa squares up against my Gundabad captain. He wins the fight, and he causes a wound. Nori makes a kill, and then it is the Grand Slam. It's Gloin against Azog and the Gundabad Troll.
And then we've got the big one, which is Gloin, and we're both struck.
Yeah, so I'll, let's roll our fight values. I'm fight 8, you're fight 9.
Yep. I have got the fight, so it's all yours to set.
There's a 6
There's
though.
a 6. So the Spearman, just get him out of the way. And then the Troll, 6.
There's a 6, so you will win that.
Azog being silver, Troll being gold. That'll do it on everyone. Yeah.
Gloin is killed, and that leaves Jacob with little to no chance of victory. I thought this scenario would be interesting and evenly matched, if not slightly in favour of the dwarves, but I'd forgotten about the regaining a point of might for every hero killed, and Azog has just made the most of that. To his credit, Jacob keeps fighting to the end with the best attitude imaginable. I prioritise the heroes without strike, and in the interest of not putting him in too much misery, I systematically churn through his models, pairing warriors with the Fight 7 troll and Azog, the later of whom heroic combats to ease his passing. I think Jacob's trip to this part of the UK may have been summed up by his ironic use of Oin's hearing trumpet to call a heroic combat, failing on a 1 for the second time and losing him his last point of will.
I am going to see if I can use my hearing trumpet.
Another one!
So Oin is out of will now, because he's rolled 3 ones. Every time you roll a 1, you have to spend a will or you're frozen, so he's going to spend a will.
Oh, poor him.
That was sad.
Ori dies to Azog, and then Oin loses combat against 4 Gundabad warriors, but he only loses a single wound. Nori then fluffs his dice against the troll and a captain and a warrior. The captain and warrior fail to inflict any wounds before it's the troll's turn to strike with 8 dice as Nori is trapped.
And now the troll. So we've got, these are all the troll, and I'm strength 8.
On defense 9, so it's 5.
5.
1 wound, no fate.
There we go.
That'll definitely do it.
That'll be 5 of them.
It's Bofa against Azog next, and as you're watching Jacob's horror show, please take a second to remember that, spoiler alert, yes, I'll win this game, but he has the much better YouTube channel, so really, he wins overall. Go check out Conquest Creations for a whole lot more of the good Jacob's content. Honestly, it's the best on YouTube, and you may even get to see him win a few. And in case you didn't keep track of all that rolling while I was just talking, Azog has failed to kill Bofa. You'd think that's great news for Jacob? Well, no, it really isn't. It means that the game won't end, and so now we have Oin and Bofa left trying not to let Jacob get tabled.
Bofa's going to charge Azog and the troll. His swarm protector no longer matters. Does he flee the battlefield? No. Does he pass the terror? Yes. Alright, well let's go with Oin first. He's less exciting.
Okay. At the back.
5.
And then how many guys have got there?
4 more dice.
6. Bat is gold.
That'll do it. And now Bofa. He has nothing.
You did say he was the best, and he has lasted the longest.
That's true. He's going to set the bar for. He is 2-handed because he has to 2-hand. It's a 4.
Azog will win on the 4.
My 4 went down to a 3, so...
Oh no!
Okay, I'm going to try to negate your I'm the Master. I do. I'm going to negate your Mighty Blow. I do not. So you have Mighty Blow, but I only have 1 wound left, so...
Azog.
5
and
8.
Oh no, that's not done it. And he is trapped, so this is Azog again. Probably could
Should use the point of might.
Probably should have mighted that, shouldn't I? We'll just do the troll.
I don't... Yeah, I think it's...
He's gone.
Oh. Out he comes. Well, that kind of sucked for Thorin's company.
It was a great game, and it looked like you might come back into it for 1 second there, and then you decided to only roll 1s and 2s. So
Just imagine if I'd rolled that 5 or 6 to kill Azog.
yeah, 3 might back. Everything changes. Azog can't steamroll through the rest of the company. It's all about that roll.
And I get the 3 might back, and then Thorin can deal with the troll, or he's got 3 strikes against the troll, so that'll be enough time to kill it. And then everyone else, they just need to fight. And if I can kill 2 guys a turn, I'll get you eventually.
Yeah.
But that's not the case.
Yeah, no, I got lucky. Happy to accept that the dice were very much with me, or very much against you. Well, good game.
Good game.
Thank you very much, and thank you for coming on the channel. You've got the best around. Go and check out Conquest Creations if you want to see more stuff like this, but much higher quality.
Thank you for hosting.
Thank you. Awesome.
Okay, he was playing nearly 100 points down. We knew how it was going to end. But if that dice roll had gone for Thorin against Azog and he'd have killed Azog, he possibly could have won that game playing 85 or whatever points down it was. There is definitely a rematch that needs to happen. I will find myself in Australia at some point, hopefully, and then at that point, I will play Jacob, and we will double and triple check that we have even armies. But it was great fun. Jacob, thank you for coming onto the channel. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching that back, and thank you for only rolling Australian 6s. There's only one thing for it now, though. That's to say that there's going to be some Patreon content of us building our Throne of Schools armies coming out before Throne of Schools. We will get that onto YouTube as well, but after the tournament. And we've got a little prize draw to do for somebody who's going to win 6 Hobbit dice from the Baron of Dice. And that person is... Get off. Connor Morris. Excellent. Well, I'll see you at Throne of Schools, so I'll bring the dice along with me then. Congratulations, Connor. Thank you all for watching. If you're interested in supporting the channel, sign up for the Patreon, and there's going to be plenty of 2 trees over Christmas. See you again soon.